Okay, well, James, tell us about your wedding and everything. Tell us about the new little lady,
Oh
the
well,
missus.
I love her.
How's she doing?
She's doing all right. She's doing good.
How's your relationship coming so far? You guys been happy and no arguments or what?
Well, happy. A few arguments, but happy.
Okay. Now tell me, James, and we want to know, the honest to God truth, who is the boss?
Well,
We want you to be on tape to let us know who is the boss, because we're going to play this back to her later on.
well, let's just be honest. You know, they say the man's the boss, but in actuality,
You're the boss,
I'll-
but she's the decision.
right, exactly.
And you don't want to wind up sleeping on the couch either, do
You got it right.
We've only been going out there since she's been in Israel, I think. So maybe not. You know, burritos are about this big.
Mm-hmm.
About this.
Oh, really?
They're about this wide. This is not a fish story. They're about this wide and
It
about
was
that
this
long.
big.
It was this block big. But anyway, I took James out there, and you know I always go out there. I buy the El Abajeño, and I cut it in half, and I eat half of it, which is a meal for me, you know. And I took him out there, and I said, "Yeah, man," I said, "you may want to cut it in half, and you can take the other half with you and everything." This joker sat there and ate the whole thing, and was looking around at mine after he finished.
But
Now tell us, James, does it change your life quite a bit to be to one night sleep on the little single bed, and then the next night to be up in the big bed, and you're not alone?
yeah. Well,
Describe that feeling.
it's it gives me a tingle on the inside and the out.
Somewhere else.
Just it gives me a lot of joy. Huh?
It gives me a lot of joy,
Just simply joy.
a
Huh?
lot of happiness.
That special tingle.
Yep.
Better known as.
Yeah, could you make the face for us, please?
Yeah, describe to us the ending. Yeah.
It's such a peaceful rest. Let me tell you, it's such a joy. You go right to sleep. It's such a joy. Such a peaceful rest.
So all this cuddling and hugging and just hold me.
You just go straight. You don't. No, foreplay is not important to you. You just go one play and that's it. You try to get by with as few plays as possible.
Right. It depends on what the wife wants, but like,
Yes, few plays and no replay.
right. That's right.
Just one play and then.
That's about right. That's it.
Did Miles tell you he was riding lions and tigers and everything over there?
What?
Well, not riding them. But actually, we saw these two lions consummating their.
Oh, is that right?
You're married.
It was.
Was they making any
It was
noise?
like right over there. Actually, yeah, it was kind of funny. Did I have the video? No, I didn't have the video, but I know there's some other people that did.
That's one thing about a lion. He don't have to worry about nobody interrupting him.
That's right.
Because if you walk up on a lion,
Right.
you get quiet and walk on by him.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. Start to finish, it couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Really?
They were both sleeping. Lion wakes up, goes over,
Something similar to humans, huh?
sniffs around a little bit, gets on top of her. 2 minutes later, it was done. But apparently, they also do it like 15, 20 times a day when it's the
wow.
mating season. So.
That's my kind of life. Yeah. Oh, this is some couple was on up on one of these talk shows and everything, and these people were serious and they were not lying. And the woman said that she was pregnant, and she said that, and this guy had come on there. It was this moral court, this Larry Elder, and you know, like I was explaining to you, where people come on and have differences of opinion. Anyway. He brought his wife on there because he says just ain't right. He was getting it on at least 6 times a day, and now it's down to nothing because she's pregnant. So Larry Elder asked her, well, how many months are you pregnant? So she said, oh, I'm 4 months pregnant. Man, I was getting down the night before. She talked about she. I mean, you may have to go a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easy, you know, but it ain't hurt nothing. It didn't hurt Miles. You see, it came out okay. As a matter of fact, I think it was the night before in both accounts. Yeah. That's right. No, I can't be. Don't put me on hold like that.
Yeah.
6 times?
No,
the hat was made.
It never had.
Look, the hat was.
Girl, even when I was really in my prime, there wasn't no 6 times.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie now. I ain't gonna get a lot of these guys talking about, yeah, all night long, you know. Yeah. The only time it was all night long if I was on some kind of drugs or something. Because tomorrow's pretty full for him because he plays with these churches. Mm-hmm.
So there ain't enough people in the church that play that you got to hire somebody up?
Well, when you get somebody good like Wayne,
Yeah.
one thing I can say is Wayne, he can get down, you know, and he's a crowd pleaser, you know. He not only plays good, he sits there with that little look on his face, like, you know, he'll look over and all this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's stomping his foot at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like an orchestra by himself.
Yeah, he is.
You should have seen him.
He is.
Well, maybe you saw him when he came to Germany because you was a kid, but he was the show for the USO. Ask your mother how much of a star he was. I'm talking about. He's like watching somebody on TV when he really got down.
This is Kraft Coleman dressing.
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw dressing, the best in the West for less. And I encourage every one of you out there in TV land to get Kraft's coleslaw dressing, made by Kraft. Nutritional facts. Let's see. It has soybean oil, vinegar, egg yolk, all of which are good for you. So once again, Kraft coleslaw dressing, the best in the West for less. Thank you very much. Yep.
Well, that's another thing. In the Philippines, a palikero, that means butterfly. And, you know, and we used to, all of this GIs, especially the young ones like I was, we'd go in these bars and everything. And Mama San, of course, the Mama San would be the head of the bar, and she's the one who's going to tell you who you're going to go home with and who you're not going to go home with. Oh, no, you leave her alone. She's never been with a man before and all this kind of stuff. And when we come in the thing and they say, oh, Palikero, you know. Or the girl say, well, what is your name? Instead of me saying Richard, I said, my name is Palikero. Because I wanted them to know that I wasn't serious about nobody. I was just jumping pedal to pedal. Get you some roses. Not them fresh roses. The ones where the petals come off real easy. But they still smell good. Or else even the fresh ones if you like. Go in the bathtub before she comes home from work. Okay. And then, of course, you would have, you know, got your shower and all that out the way. You know what I mean? You ain't going to be funky. And you're going to put your best cologne on from head to toe. You know? And not a whole lot because...
And you can tie a ribbon.
Right.
Anyway, you're going to put rose petals. You're going to run the water. Ask her on a cell phone. And you're just about here, honey? Okay, well, what are you up to, James? Well, don't worry about it, honey. I got a little surprise for you. So have the hot water real hot so that when she gets home, it'll be at the right temperature. It'll be just right, like the Three Bears. This is just right. It's like the porridge. And you're going to take the rose petals and put them on the water, in the water itself. Bubble bath, of course. Bubble bath with the rose petals on top and everything. And at least 3 candles. You know, you got to leave room for her to get in. The little tiny candles.
All right. I'm going to try that.
Yeah. And you have her...
That'll blow her mind?
Have her robe there. No, you're the one who's going to be blowing her mind. That's not the only thing you're going to be...